1.7 FM.
A new day begins. It's time to shine. A day is made by his grand design. So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Tuesday morning. How are you this morning? I am great and ready to take on today. It has been a busy morning already. I mean, I got in here and I feel like yesterday I didn't get anything done. I really feel like that. I had great intentions of getting a lot done, but I feel like I didn't get anything done. It was just people, which is a great problem. So I am not complaining. It's just that people always ask me, why do you get up so early? And why do you do this? And why do you do that? Because I get more done in the quiet of the morning. And so yesterday, for the quiet of the morning, I got some stuff done, and then it was no. But we had some good news yesterday. I love good news, especially after the weekend we had. God is so good. God is so good. So the freight truck came, and we got the AC in the house. So it is not installed yet. Now all the process starts, but yeah, it is here. So that was pretty exciting yesterday to get that. And y'all, we are doing so good with the finances. I want to shout out to, we are doing good with the finances coming in for it. We have a $10,000 goal. And so we are at $6,317.41. That's $6,317.41. Woohoo! So it is cruising. And I think today, or is it tomorrow? No, tomorrow is actually 1 week. Yeah, 1 week. So you guys have showed up, showed out, encouraged me, strengthened me, kept me going. There is just a long list of everything you've done. And I appreciate each and every one of you that have called, that have donated, did all the different ways. And I will put it underneath this video how you can give if you have not given yet. No amount is too small, too big. I always say the 41 cents. I have a 41 challenge on the table. Shout out to all the ministries that have been doing the challenge. Shout out to all you individuals that have been doing the over and above that maybe have never given to WAPN and are stopping by or dropping it in the mail slot or Venmoing it or however you're doing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I still have not got one in the regular mail yet. So if somebody wants to help a girl out and send her something in the regular mail, it's 1508 State Avenue, Holly Hill, 32117. But it's just been so neat meeting you, and you have really encouraged me, because when that happened a week ago, I literally left here physically ill. I couldn't believe that the big unit fried, done. You know, I just couldn't believe it. I was in shock. And my husband was such a cheerleader. My husband was like, honey, don't worry. We're going to have a plan, you know, and God spoke to us and we prayed. I mean, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for wisdom, direction, and guidance. And so, you know, you do all that. And then by faith, we ordered it because we said, you know, we can't wait any days. And then I've been praying for the weather because, you know, we were at 103, 113 heat index like a week and a half ago. The weather has been good. I mean, for summer in Florida, and it has kept the building good. It's not as cold as it needs to be, but it is way better than what it could be. And so I'm so thankful for the little rain showers that cool down the building. I'm thankful for all the fans and all the ways we've got air going in that back room. We've just been working it. We have been working it around here. And every single part of every day, y'all just keep encouraging me. I mean, I am so darn thankful. So if you'd like to come by the station at 1508 State Avenue, I am here this morning. I will be gone the rest of the day. I have a women's event. I've got some personal stuff I need to take care of. So I will be gone after about, I'd say, quarter to 11 o'clock, and be gone for the rest of the day. But if you need me, I'm here right now. 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. I'm live on the air, so of course I can't answer the door, but we do have a mail drop. You can drop it through the mail drop. Your dollars, your change, your hundreds of thousands, whatever. Every dollar, every change, every bit makes a difference. So I appreciate y'all bringing it by. Or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, click on Give Now, do a one-time gift, whatever, how you want to do it. I am just so thankful that we have been able to pull this off. It took an army, it took a village, it took all you prayer partners, it took all you ministries, it took all you listeners. Thank you. And one of my listeners, Catherine, shout out to Catherine, she made me a little video. I shared that this morning on social media and yesterday. So thank you for doing that. That was a blessing. I love to see the different ways that people have encouraged me and strengthened me. It just has really kept me going and held me up. And, sometimes when you're in a building, especially there's no windows or anything here, I don't really see people. So you're talking on the air to a wall. And I see the counts and stuff coming in and out, but I just don't see people in front of me. And he has just been sending by amazing, wonderful people to encourage me, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thanks for holding us up, and thank you for donating. And if you don't know the story, we have a big commercial 4-ton unit, and it is only for the equipment room. It does not keep any other part of the radio station cold. It's only for the equipment room because the equipment has to stay at a certain temperature to keep it running well and all things electronic. And so that room is really ice cold. It stays about 73 back there. And it had a problem, and it completely died. And when I say it completely died, I had thought the guy could do some miracle thing. Well, no, it died. And then I guess it got hit by lightning also. So that took out the electronics. So that just wiped that bad boy out, and it was not fixable. And so that was huge. That was huge. And we had to make some decisions. And Tim is really smart. I appreciate my husband so much because he said, why don't we do a split unit, but only do one big split in the back, just for the back room, a big split. And that is amazing, smart idea. We have split units up front, and they are just amazing. They run quiet. They are just working horses. They're wonderful. And so we have got the big unit for out back in the equipment room. And like I said, the freight company came yesterday, and it was so funny because they had the wrong phone number, and so they thought I didn't want my item. My item I was waiting for. We were tracking it, but the 2 trackings weren't showing up. But God. God always goes before you. We thought that we had got a spam thing because it was coming up on weird phone numbers. And it ended up being the real people. So I got a hold of them. They said, yes, we'll be here on Monday. Well, then they still had the wrong number trying to get a hold of me to tell me when it was going to be delivered. It was just hilarious how one little number can make a difference, but it got here. Praise the Lord. It is here. Thankful Jesus. Thank you. And we are well on our way to getting it installed. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. WAPN is a 501c3, so we are a nonprofit. We have been here in the area since September 26, 1985, and we love our community. I love our community. My parents were the original owners and founders, and my dad was a visionary. Started on his birthday, and my dad's vision was to allow anybody that believed in Jesus to come in WAPN and speak about it, pray about it, have music, whatever. And so we have had a little bit of everything over all the years. Well, my dad died over 20 years ago. And when he died, my mom stepped up, and my mom did a widow thing, and she did different things, and she was always the prayer warrior of WAPN. And then my mom got ill and was gone within 13 days after she was pronounced what was wrong with her. So I was always the person in the background. I would help my parents look good or do the geeky stuff, but it was never on the air per se. I would do a spot here and there, but not on the air live. And that was what I had to do. And Shelly Raw. Yep, I started Shelly Raw. And that has been 14 years now. Actually, 14 years this month. And it has been a journey. And I'm sure I've made 1,012 mistakes at least today. But I've really enjoyed it. And as I became learning to become part of the radio, learning to be live on the air, then COVID comes along in the middle of all this. And it's like, okay, what do we do now? Well, we took WAPN to a whole new level when COVID was here. And we literally emptied out that front room and did food boxes, and we did pineapples, and we did all kinds of other stuff giveaway and stuff for COVID relief and buckets of supplies. We did a little bit of everything in that front room. I mean, truckers would pull up and get for their whole, little town they lived in or whatever. We used our airwaves to provide. We helped with a lunch program here in town for kids because they were home and they needed lunches, and helped make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and deliver, and spaghetti dinners and a little bit of everything. So that was during the COVID season. We used our airwaves to get information out and get food and supplies out into our community. And that literally changed my life. And how that changed my life is I always wanted to be a pink lady at the hospital. I'm a pink lady on steroids, because we used what we had to make it happen. And the churches, churches were closed. And so we used it like drive-in movie theaters where people would go to the churches and be in all in the parking lots, and we would broadcast their ministries through the radio stations so they could listen while they were sitting in the parking lots. And so we did all kinds of neat things during that season and that time. And that really birthed a new thing in me. And what that did for me, it showed me that there's so many wonderful nonprofits out there that deserve a voice in this community. And so I became kind of the nonprofit girl. I started interviewing nonprofits, started volunteering at nonprofits, started going to nonprofits, and I wanted to learn more. And fast forward, now I'm part of several women's groups, and I do a lot of things with the nonprofits, and I really appreciate it. Last weekend I was at Adorno, and they gave away backpacks. It's their 4th year. We've given them shoes to give away and supplies, and then we bring them in here and do radio interviews. And of course, we've now went Facebook, and then now we went YouTube last year. And so we've been constantly doing different things to get the word out there. We are streaming, so we're around the world, and just a little bit of everything to get the word out there. This year, our big project not only has been in the community, but we started a rock show. And if you don't know, I grew up in rock and roll radio stations. My dad was a manager at a secular rock and roll radio station. So I grew up in rock and roll stations. We've all had our rock era, and so we now have Christian rock. So when the preaching ends, the Christian rock begins. So we started that a few months ago, and now it is on every single night at 6 p.m. And it is just a blessing to the station, a blessing to the community, something different. So I have been critiquing and scheduling and changing the station, for 41 years now. And I love it, and I cannot imagine ever not being here. The only difference is a couple years ago, I took retirement, I guess early retirement, regular retirement, whatever you want to call it, part-time retirement. And I stepped away more from being actually in the building to being more volunteering in the community and being part of stuff. Like today, I will be at a women's thing learning about nonprofits. And I'm so fortunate and so blessed that I am able to do that. And it's because of this well-oiled machine. This machine, this radio station, we've trained people. They have a code to get in here. They know how to run the board. They know how to run the equipment. And they are able to do their shows. And God is so good how he's just allowed WAPN the technology, the wisdom, the direction. But I have really smart people around me. And shout out to those really smart people around me. Shane is, any idea I have, Shane goes for it. Jeff, the IT guy, he goes for it. All my ministries have been amazing how they've learned how to function with all this stuff and train and all that. A few of them have kicked and screamed and fought me, but, they got it. And we are able to do this. And so we are now not only a Christian radio station for 41 years, but we're also in the community a lot more, participating and helping and learning about those nonprofits. So I appreciate my time that I'm able to juggle here at the radio station and in the community. I appreciate the community. I appreciate the things that we get to do and the technology that we've had over the years. And I appreciate each and every one of our ministries that are part of WAPN. That's our day-to-day needs of WAPN. That's how we stay on the air, being a nonprofit. And then you listeners that step up, like in a moment like now, when we have this huge expense that came out of nowhere that I thought was going to be fixable, that was no way fixable. And you all said, let's go for it. And the 41 theme, 41 cents, $4.10, $41, $410, $1,410, 4,100, 41,000, anything like that. That was because we're going to be 41 September 26. So we were just having fun and doing it. And I challenged my ministries. And it's amazing how many ministries have stepped up and did something. And I know there's more of you that are going to step up. So as of this morning, Tuesday morning, we are at $6,317 $1,000,000.41 in the bank from all the donations. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that's donated and participated. And we appreciate you so much for everything you've done. And if you would like to donate, easiest way, WAPN.net, click on Give Now. But I will put the information on how to give underneath this video. So y'all, let's get this day started. Let's get my favor on. Learn to speak God's favor over every area of your life. Your own words spoken in faith can help bring it to pass. I've got the favor of the Lord from the top of my head to the soles of my feet and everywhere in between. He has done amazing, wonderful things for WAPN and is continuing every single day to give favor over this building, this ministry, these ministries, these people, and the listeners. And I'm so thankful for it. It is Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. Again, I'm thankful for this weather. It's 88 today. It's going to rain sometime today. I'm thankful for the rain. Rain the blessings on WAPN. Let it rain. Madison, 88 with the love of 72. If it's your birthday today or your anniversary, Lindsay and Angie and Sabrina and Kelly and everybody celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating, happy, 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 happy. Today, as you know, I'm a foodie. Chocolate chip cookie day. And it's funny, I am not a big chocolate chip cookie girl. Now, I do like chocolate chip cookies with walnuts, and I do like ice cold milk with it, but that wouldn't be my go-to choice. I know, isn't that weird about me? The things you find out live on the radio. Well, y'all, it is Tuesday. Jeff should be here in a little bit. We usually do our meeting live on the air, so we'll see you back in a little bit. But I am praying for you, and I'm so thankful for you, and I'm asking God to go over and